Okay, good morning everybody. I am at the vet with Bambi. We are at our wonderful holistic vet, Donna Kelleher. Come say hi, Donna.
Hi everyone.
So this morning we're doing something called NAET, which is basically it's like
It's Nambutiprad's allergy elimination technique, and it's a way of addressing allergies, food allergies, and environmental allergies.
So it sounds super crazy, but it is just an amazing way to figure out what's going on with your dog and to actually clear it. So today, I brought a whole bunch of samples of everything that Bambi is eating, and also the thing that I think is the main culprit, which is sand from the beach. Because Bambi is in really great health, but every summer we go to the beach and she plays and eats stuff and whatever, and she gets kind of an upset tummy, as you can see. Just gets a little red and irritated. So every summer we come to Donna and she helps fix us up. So this summer I actually remembered to bring a sample of the beach, which is just literally sand from my car from the beach. So we're gonna show you how we muscle test and then how we clear it.
Okay. So first we do a polarity test. One hand in her, one hand up. Can you see that in the video? Okay. And you're gonna push up and resist me from pushing your arm down. And then we're just gonna polarity test to make sure that I can weaken your arm. And right here is what it would feel like as if there was an allergy to something. But now we're gonna go ahead and bring in that sand. And right now you can see her arm going down, and I can push it with one finger down, which means it's a positive for sand. Again, sometimes I test to make sure the person's not getting tired or whatnot, because this is called surrogate muscle testing. It's a very alternative way of finding out what's going on allergy-wise. So I think we need to treat the sand.
Can we show some of the foods to show like what a good thing looks like?
Yeah. So this one you said was...
This one is the Answers beef niblets that we feed.
Okay.
So you can see my arm doesn't go down.
Yep, and I'm using my whole hand here, yeah. And what's this one?
This one is Answers goat's milk.
Okay, that's not a problem either. And this one?
Is Answers turkey niblets.
Okay, and that's not a problem either.
Okay, we're back. And then we have some greens.
Oh, that's right. And this is Juju, right?
Yeah.
It'd be really bad if Juju showed up.
It would be.
But usually vegetables don't show up.
So this is her kit. You can see real close, it's got like pollen and trees and a whole bunch of different things. So usually if I don't bring special things, then we just run down the list.
Yeah, like this is all the proteins: fish, duck, chicken, turkey, venison, rabbit, beef. Beef is often an allergen, but it isn't for her right now. Pork.
Yeah, we don't do pork.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, bison and lamb. Nope. So really just pork and chicken are the only positives on that.
So when we come in the spring, she pretty much always has something having to do with tree or pollen. So we always do that.
Yeah, and today the pollen was a tiny bit off, but not like this. This is really bad. So we're gonna take all the other potential confusing things out of the picture. We're gonna put them all back in this bag right here.
So why is it important to do this in glass?
Glass transfers the energy.
Okay. I found all the glass containers in my house.
Yep. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the allergen on the patient.
Move Bambi just a little bit.
Bambi, you're the patient. Oh, you know what? Just let me check her spine while we're doing it. I also do chiropractic, so we'll just make sure everything's in alignment while we're doing this, because
it's one of the reasons we make sure to see Donna every 6 to 8 weeks is so that she gets her chiropractic adjustment, because Bambi is 8.5, but she's very agile and still thinks that she can jump off couches and whatnot. And bulldogs are not known to have the best spines, so Donna helps keep it in check.
The diet keeps it in check, is at least as good as the chiropractic. The diet's so important. Okay, let's go ahead and put the sand right back on her. I think we can put it on the bottom. Let's do that, so that she has to have directs. Yep. So here we go. We're gonna do a NAET treatment to help her handle the sand from the beach.
So the really cool thing about NAET is that we aren't just muscle testing to figure out what the problem is. We're actually able to treat it. And so by doing this stuff down her back, and then we do acupuncture needles, it actually treats the thing. And so then we have to avoid it for 25 hours, right?
Yeah.
And then it's then it's okay.
And then you're cleared with it. And so the next time she goes to the beach, she should handle, her immune system should handle the beach, the sand, all of the particulate matter. I'm imagining like crabs and fish and all. I don't even know.
There's
what's
probably
in
some
sand.
like crab juice and stuff on here.
All kinds of stuff on that. So yeah.
So when I started doing this with Bailey, with Donna 4 years ago, I thought it was the craziest thing that I'd ever heard.
Well, it is crazy.
It is crazy. It's crazy and it works. And I saw it work in Bailey so many times. Remember when she had a hematoma so big that she was almost going to have surgery, and then we cleared pollen or something, and it got better.
You know, I hate to say it, but I don't remember it. Oh yeah, let's just switch arms so we can do the muscle testing with the sand again.
Oh wait, right.
Yeah.
So anyways, I saw Donna do this with Bailey so many times.
So now it feels stronger.
Okay. Donna and I started talking, and I started going to the NAET practitioner for humans that Donna saw.
Yeah.
And it has helped me so much with my autoimmune stuff.
Yeah.
Like nothing has been better. Like my food allergies, just so many things. I go every week religiously. I get anxiety when I don't go.
Yeah. She can really help eliminate those triggers. And we have those triggers into autoimmune diseases with dogs too. So a lot of dogs will have like lupus, or they'll have like autoimmune hemolytic anemia or thrombocytopenia, all these big words that means the dog's basically attacking themselves. And there'll be a food trigger or an environmental trigger. And when you can figure out what that trigger is and either treat it or eliminate it, a lot of times the autoimmune disease is more stable. Yeah, so it's a great little tool. So I treat a lot of autoimmune diseases too.
I think that the interesting thing is sometimes you do things with your dogs and you either wonder if it works for them, or you know that it works because you see the difference. Like sometimes when I take homeopathic things, I'm like, does this really work?
Yeah.
But then when I would do it with one of the dogs and I could see the difference, I'm like, okay, this stuff works.
Yeah. Right. There's no placebo effect with the dog, right?
Right. Exactly.
Which is really cool. With the placebo effect, it's sort of like you believe something's going to work, so your mind might, kind of overcome your symptoms, I guess.
Yeah.
But with dogs, they just don't know. They just they're just themselves, and they do their own thing, and there's no placebo effect. Yeah.
With Bailey, one of the reasons that we did this so much was because it helped take the immune burden off with her cancer.
That's right. Exactly. How can a dog fight cancer when they're fighting their immune system? They're fighting chicken, and they're eating chicken every day. And then
or even like pollen, things that they're not trying to be exposed to, but it's just everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
One thing that's cool to talk about is how these allergies start, though, because we believe in holistic medicine that they start. Well, there's a genetic kind of trigger that can happen. We all maybe have it, but then sometimes it happens. And we believe that it's over-vaccination and chemical exposure. Like, for example, all the chicken allergies that we see, the vaccines are grown on egg or chicken tissue. And that is one of the potential, we believe, we can't prove it. We don't have a way to prove that, but so we're trying to minimize. It's not, we still vaccinate, but we do it in a smart way, where we clear the vaccine if we can with Thuya and doing other holistic things to help the body handle it better. And not vaccinating too young. Most breeders vaccinate way too young. We want to vaccinate the first vaccine like between 10 and 12 weeks for the first one. And many breeders start vaccinating at 6 weeks old, and it's a really bad thing to do. So
I don't see a puppy in my future too soon, but good things to know. So if you guys can see,
I don't know if they can see the needles.
There are needles in Bambi's little legs here. Can you see that? So she has them where? In her legs.
Okay, there are specific points: large intestine 11, large intestine 4, liver 3, and spleen 6. These are called the immune gates. They're very ancient, old points. They tie back thousands of years into Chinese medicine, and it basically was Dr. Namudaprad to say, well, if we just do the back treatment, that doesn't really cement the the change in the immune system. But if we expose the allergen while we're opening up these immune gates, then we can have the immune system not, basically I always say, I'm asking the immune system not to react to the substance, but we're communicating with the immune system through these gates or these acupuncture points. So it's kind of cool.
So I have a question for you. Are you familiar with the Glacier Peak allergen testing?
Is that a blood test?
I don't know.
Glacier Peak, I don't know. I know blood testing, allergen testing.
I'm sure someone can tell us. Is the Glacier Peak a blood test? I bet people will know about this.
Look at all those people.
I know.
Jeez.
But so when I did allergy testing for myself,
Yeah.
it came back as a scale of 1 to 5. So like sesame seeds are like a 4 for me, which I had no idea. But then like milk is like a 1.
Okay.
So it's like I have a little bit of reaction to it, but
And
like
that was,
not
yeah.
a thing.
I would have to look at the science on that. I mean, and you know what's so funny is they criticize us for not being scientific for this.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the blood work allergy testing and saliva allergy testing is totally like crazy. They could get totally different readings on different people. So
Yeah.
I'm a little bit cautious about taking that as like, this is, you know, definitely true.
One thing I've wondered about the one people have been coming to me with is that it's just a yes or no.
Okay.
So there's no scale. It's
Yeah.
like, you have an issue with this.
Yeah.
And so, like I remember a long time ago we were talking about like common allergens in vegetables.
Yeah.
And people are coming up with like zucchini and kale, which seems crazy.
Yeah. Which I don't see.
Through NAET testing, you don't see that.
I have seen one spinach allergy. I think I've seen one coconut oil allergy. I've seen like
Just a nut, so
maybe
it kinda makes
one
sense, right?
squash allergy. I've seen a few pumpkin allergies, but I've almost seen no vegetable allergies. Whereas I mean, almost every dog that comes to the door has a chicken allergy.
Yeah.
It's super
What about
common.
lemon? Do you see lemon?
I haven't tested lemon.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you think pumpkin is more common because we feed pumpkin more
I
commonly?
think it's a matter of exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's just, I mean, we didn't even used to think of allergies with our dogs, and now it's just like people have such specific
It's a little
lists.
bit. It's
crazy.
a little bit like an epidemic. It's become an epidemic. It's become like a lot of dogs have allergies.
Well, one of the things that I love about this is like I've seen people come, you know, with their allergy list into a pet store and like, okay, I need to find a single
man.
protein goat food that has no vegetables and nothing. And it's like, how do you even do that?
I just feel like you do it yourself.
Well, yes, there's that. But with this, you can clear those things,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah.
it's like,
I mean, I don't feel super comfortable about clearing chicken. I think
Not chicken.
Well, I think I could, but I'd have to do it like a bunch of times and in a specific way that most people won't do. So
but I remember with Bailey, at one point, Bailey could only eat bison. And we cleared several proteins for her so that she had a much broader diet.
yeah,
could
I
eat
do
a whole bunch
amino
of
acid
things.
clearings.
Right,
So that's
yeah.
super awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, for the dogs and for myself, I feel like this is like my life cheat. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't used to be able to eat dairy. Now I eat cheese all the time. And
Oh,
my life is so
really?
much better because
Oh,
of
I didn't know
it.
that. That's hilarious.
But I mean, you know, that's a tiny thing. But just for our dogs, it's so cool that, like, you can have a more broad range diet.
Yeah, yeah. No, it is. It's definitely good. It's definitely addressing the foods in a much better way. Yeah, you know, much more complete, I guess. And yeah, so it's good.
So you wrote a really cool article about this. Was it the Integrative Vet Journal? Is
Yeah,
that right?
integrated vet. Yep, we did that. And then I think maybe there was also was there one in the Bark? Gosh, no. One of the was it Whole Dog Journal?
Yeah, I think there was one there too.
Gosh,
The
I'm so bad
Integrative
about
Vet.
remembering where I've been writing things.
The Integrative Vet Journal is the one I usually share with people. So
Okay.
if anybody's interested, let me know. I'll send you the link. It explains this crazy process in a lot more details so that, you know.
And I have quite a bit of stuff on my website too, which is under modalities.
So where, I know that you're super busy and not taking a
I
lot of
take people in Bellingham.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to go to Bellingham, Donna can see you. But is there a network of a lot of vets doing this?
Most vets, it's too out there for them.
Really?
I mean, but some do. A network, I mean, We used to have a veterinarian named Roger Valentine who was training a lot of people in California, and I don't know that he's doing that anymore. You can possibly ask the NAET people, so if you go to www.naet.com, but I would not say there's more than 20 of us in the country. I really don't. Maybe even in the world.
You went through the
human
training.
training. Yeah, So I went through the basic and the advanced, and I feel like it's kind of better because humans are a little bit more complicated. There's a lot more emotional issues with their allergies, and so. But to learn that really kind of give me a nuance onto the animals. And the only reason I learned it all is because I went through my own allergy treatments.
Asthma, right?
For asthma, for bronchitis, and I had recurrent pneumonia, and all of it was like allergy related. So.
Yeah.
And I went to the gal I sent you to, so.
Who I love.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yep. So I will post a picture of Bambi's before and after treatment last year.
Okay.
Because she had a pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah.
She was bad last year.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know, the third or fourth year that we've done this, and this is the
should be the best year. It should each year gets better than the last year. Does that make sense?
But this is also the first time I've actually brought the sand.
Oh.
Because in the past
we just treated it topically, or
we've treated like pollen or something kind of related, but not like actually the source.
Yeah.
When we knew this was the source.
Yeah.
So I think this will be a good one. And she wasn't even that bad this year because her immune system, I think, is just stronger.
That's what usually we see, that each year gets better, which is so awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, we want to keep you healthy for as long as possible.
I mean, she looks great for her age. And her back is in great shape. And
good.
I wish people talked more about the diet and the back, because
talk to me about that. I didn't even know.
If you weren't feeding the diet you're on, this dog's back would not feel this way.
Because inflammation,
oxidative wear, wear and tear on the discs, and
so the antioxidants from green juju are helping.
Antioxidants from green juju are helping. Blood flow, like allergies affect blood flow through the body, and through, so I mean, all kinds of inflammatory pathways. The back really suffers. A lot of people with allergies, severe allergies, have back problems, but they ignore the back problems because their allergies are so bad.
It's like my husband.
So you got to get him into, our practitioner.
Oh God, I know. He's a mess. I know.
Well, you pick your battles.
I finally got him going to the chiropractor after years, and that has helped a lot. So
yeah, and that's.
I think that's a win. That is a win.
That's good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take out the needles, and we'll do another test on it.
All right, Bambi, you are such a good patient.
She's.
That is something that I have just been so incredibly lucky with, as both of my dogs have been incredible patients.
Good girl.
Bailey was not always the calmest with acupuncture, but I could feed her anything.
I thought she was good.
She got good with you because she was comfortable with you.
I loved her. She had no.
Yeah.
We were just on the same thing. Okay, so let's switch arms again and see if we can.
So I do this?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're testing again.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Try with one finger. Can you push it with one finger? No, still can't push it.
Yeah, I do it with multiple and just make sure that it's worked, so.
Okay, Bubba. Good job.
Yeah, and then we have to avoid the substance for 24 hours.
No beach time, Bam.
Good thing it's raining today.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you, Donna.
You're welcome.
Say goodbye.
Bye, everyone. Aw, that's sweet. That's good.